Good afternoon guys, and welcome back to the channel, and a big warm welcome to Fridge TV. Alright guys, so you've joined me on what is a very wet Saturday afternoon. It's obviously the King's coronation today, so I hope everyone had a good day, enjoyed watching all the military parades and seeing all the glitz and glamour of the royal family. It was a good day for me, I enjoyed it. I'm ex-military, so that sort of thing I really enjoy. It's part of it I actually miss. I never enjoyed doing all the parades and stuff, but it's funny, it's one of them funny things that when you don't have to do it and you haven't done it for a considerable amount of time, when you see it on TV and whatever, you do miss it a little bit. So we're here today. It's Risco, obviously, normal, our usual stomping ground, and we thought we'll come out for a spin after the coronation is finished.
Let's go.
So today's just going to be just a regular ride. It's a training ride. Just something that I would do normally to get my heart rate up, get a few trails in under the belt and just get my eye in, and just generally have a good time with the dog, burn some energy off Saxon because he goes nuts if I don't, and just generally have a good time. Obviously the weather's a bit crap today, so we'll take it a bit steady. But I thought it might be interesting for you guys to join me and Saxon on one of our training rides, so you can see what a disabled guy, someone with mobility issues, does to train for enduro. So come for a spin with us guys, and I'll talk you through it. Alright guys, so one of the first things to note when you come to Risca is it involves an awful lot of climbing. There's no way around it. All the trails, most of them will go down to the bottom of the valley floor, and obviously once you're at the bottom you've got to find your way back up again. I do it usually on this main metal road here. As you can see, this one skirts around the main feature, which has the downhill track on it, and it leads directly to to pretty much all the really good trails in Risca Bike Park. I do this is some of you would say this is me being lazy, and I would agree to a certain extent, but what this does allow me to do is some fartlek training or some interval training on the way up, get my heart pumping before I hit some sick tracks on the way back down. So let's get a move on, because obviously as you can see it is pretty grim up here. Don't know if you can see that, but we are literally in the clouds at the moment. Not a great day for a picnic, but quite a good day for riding bikes. So let's get on with it, hit some tracks. See you in a bit. Right guys, so we're about 3/4 of the way up Risca now. This is on the main road up. Quite an easy pedal, quite long. It's probably about half an hour if you take it steady, depending on which route you go. But we're now about start to hit the some of the good tracks just up here on the right hand side in the woods. Conda and Busy are the two that have come up first. So we're going to get up there, have a little break, and then shredding our way down. Here's Saxon. He's enjoying it, loving life at the moment. Perfect weather for dog walking and for taking the dog on a bike. Not too hot, loads of water for him to drink, and just good conditions. Right guys, so we'll see you in a sec when we get to the top. Alright guys, so we're right up here at the top of Risca Bike Park now, and the clag is well and truly moved in. So if you can see, I'll turn my camera around so you can't see barely anything. At this stage I would normally point out a few of the tracks that we have at our disposal at this point, but not much point because you ain't going to see them. So I think what's best, because it is a bit chilly, I can see some more rain coming in, so it's inbound next few minutes. So I want to get off the top of the hill. Me and Saxon are going to head down one of the tracks. It's one of our favourite ones. It's called Wacko Jacko, which is just down this way, just down this track here. There's Saxon, he knows where he's going. Yeah, we'll have some fun, we'll show some trails down. See you in a bit. Alright guys, this one here is called Wacko Jacko. It's my favourite one to start with. Pretty flowy. Not particularly technical. There's a couple of little drops on it on the first top section, but nothing out of the ordinary or particularly big. Saxon loves it, he's raring to go. Look at him there, hopefully you can see him. So we're going to take it steady coming down here. So first run of the day. Yeah, so join us, let's get going. Right, so nice steady down here. Saxon usually stops here. Get out of the way, Saxon, move. Come down to a set of a few little drops. There's a small road gap here. Messed that one right up. Not enough speed there. I would blame the dog, but that was totally my fault. Another few drops here. Like I say, nothing too big. Big grease out here today, to be fair. Got riding as well, as you can see. That's it guys, ready? Take a seat down here, wait for the dog. Here he comes. He'll charge in front in a second. So a nice little pedal up here. Leads up to about 2 or 3 little jumpy drops. Quite fun. And that's the top section done. Here we go here, this is the first one. Second one is here. Third one here. And that's it guys. Lots of wet feet now. Top section wacko completed. Alright, so here we are. This is the push up on our second or third lap. It's this gravelly path here. It goes all the way up. Pretty much takes you past Wacko Jacko again and up to the top, and you can hit the downhill track and or turn left towards Busy and Conda. So it's a convenient little way to get up to the top of the hill again quickly. But I thought I'd stop in and explain something to you, because obviously I'm a disabled veteran. The veteran's a relevant part of it, but the disability part is relevant here. And I thought I'd explain to you some of the difficulties I have, and this is, you know, with mountain biking in general. So with riding and risk, obviously there's a lot of climbing. This is the shortest and sharpest way back up. However, it does come with a few caveats for me in particular. My disability is mainly around my lower limbs and my ankles and my nerve damage in my left leg. I have no mobility in either ankle, or very reduced, about 90% reduced mobility in both ankles through 2 operations that I had via an accident that I had in service in 2016, I think it was. So walking up this gravel path, it's very loose, very rocky, and it's, you know, there's lots of things that can trip you up and catch you out, so I've got to be super careful. And when I get home after this ride, my ankles would have swollen, they'll be painful, and because of the gradient of the path as well, it rubs on my nerve damage, and my nerve damage gives me what's called hypersensitivity on my skin, and it's excruciating. So obviously I had to take painkillers before I come out to try and counter the pain that I know I'm going to be in when I go up and down the hills, but also to try and sort of make it bearable during my ride as well. So yeah, I just thought I'd stop, explain that little bit to you, because obviously, like, as you can see, it is quite loose, quite rocky. So I just wanted to explain that one to you, and just give you a bit of awareness about some of the difficulties that I encounter, and why mountain biking for me is definitely not easy. It's no walk in the park, or ride in the park, I should say, really. It can be painful, and it is technically you know, of a detrimental effect to my disability, you know, so I could be making it worse. But my opinion is, and this is just my opinion, and I've shared this with my consultants, and they tend to agree to a certain extent, is that I have to do something. I can't run. I am no longer able to run anymore, which is a shame, and riding is the only thing that I can do to get some really good fizz in, you know, to burn calories, to get that, you know, the good endorphin sort of hit that you get off hard exercise. It's the only thing that I can do, apart from grinding out hours and hours in a boring gym, which I just can't stomach. So this is why I do it. It's because it's the only thing I can do, and you have to do something for the mental health aspect, and which is what my whole Instagram and my whole social media is all about, is positive impact of exercise on mental health and people's well-being in general. So I hope that's helpful, guys. We're going to crack on, stop waffling, and get to the top of the hill, hit some more laps. See you in a bit.
Sorry, bud.
Cheers. Go on, go left, go left. Come on. Oh man, covered in shite. Go on, go on. Oh, Saxon. Okay. Come on, let's go. Alright, so what I normally do, or what I sometimes do, is I don't do the bottom or middle section of Busy, but instead I come up this horrible climb and hit an underrated section of trail that's actually quite fun and fast. It takes you all the way down to the bottom of a car park. So sometimes, especially in wet weather, it's a nice little fun way to end a ride. This involves this horrible hill. So I'll get on. I won't make you endure the horrible mouth breathing, and I'll get up this climb and then we'll hit the trail on the way back down. See you in a bit. Let's go. Move. Go. This has become our standard SOP now for our post-ride activity. Saxon jumps straight in the river, has a little dip. To be quite honest, it gets all the mud off him before he gets in the van, so it suits me quite well. But yeah, it's what we do now. I don't have to show him the way, he just jumps straight in. Show him a bar though, he won't get in. But any river, body of water, naturally he's straight in there, can't stop him. Weird. Alright, so that's the ride done now. Not a bad one. We are absolutely caked. I mean, if you look at us, don't know if that's showing up. Absolutely caked. Bikes in. Nice. These guys here, GR3DS, they've actually gone out of business, but they're amazing clamps. I know other companies make them. Yeah, but I use that. That's my mount I use. So bikes in the van. This bag here from Mud Hugger is a lifesaver. A literal lifesaver. It allows me to put all my wet and muddy kit in there. I know other people do them as well, but that's just the one I use. I've got a bigger one as well if I'm going away for longer. But a really good bits of kit. Highly recommended. But yeah, but that's it. That's just a very short training ride that me and Saxon do on quite a regular occurrence. It's about 700-800 meters of climbing, so it's not too bad. Our heart rate gets to about 180 190 at times if we're doing sprints up the hill and stuff. So it's quite a handy little loop that we do. Today's riding downhill wasn't the best. Obviously it's really wet out there. I'm on summer tyres at the moment, silly enough, because I thought the weather had changed, and clearly it hasn't. It's like winter again. But there you go, you know, that's where we are. So it's a bit slower than normal, but still a good day. I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, like and subscribe. Come and join me for some more adventures. Got some banging trips booked up for the summer. We're all over Europe. Hopefully going to Mexico at the end of the year. That's TBC. I'm waiting on funding, but it should be a good year, guys. So join me on that one. Let's get Frisch TV up where it belongs. Let's have some fun together. Come and see me on the trail. Say hello. Come give me a shout. Let's have some fun. See you on the trails, guys.